views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome once again to the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone. We're broadcasting live on Facebook.com, YouTube.com, AlienXRadio.com, and UG Media, all the way over in the UK. Good morning, good morning. We go live each and every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, right here in the Detroit area, Michigan, United States of America. Anyway, let's go ahead and tell you what's coming up on the show today. Of course, plenty of music for your vajira holes from all over the world, as well as news updates from NPR, the sports update from your own prospect, and we're going to do a review of just a few questions from inside the mothership. This week's episode called A Superfly on the Wall. Superfly on the Wall. Things that we'll be talking about today on the show is a non-smoking break. Not a smoking break, a non-smoking break. Bowlers and doping. A naked biker in stolen panties. We're going to cancel the hunt. I'll tell you what that means. We'll talk about what is funny and what is the magic word today. It has changed. It's no longer please. Shoplifting. Some interesting items. And we're going to talk about what is today's National Day and the rest of the month. What are the national days? You know, today's National this and that day. We're going to go over those. As well as what the Florida for this week is Kung Fool. Sure enough, like that. Kung Fool. And our wackadoo of the week is vaginal steaming. So we're going to go over all of that, plus more music for your vajira holes, and much, much more. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, shall we?
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
August 19th, 1991. In the Soviet Union, communist hardliners announced that Mikhail Gorbachev dissolves by the end of the year. 1934.
Der kostbarste Besitz auf dieser Welt aber ist das eigene Volk.
Voters in Germany overwhelmingly ratify Adolf Hitler's powers as their Führer, or absolute ruler. The plebiscite caps the Nazi leader's rise to power, a path that leads to World War II and the Holocaust. 1960. During the Cold War, a Soviet tribunal convicts American U-2 pilot Francis Gary Powers of espionage. Powers is sentenced to 10 years in prison. He's exchanged for a Soviet spy nearly 2 years later. 1906. Philo T. Farnsworth, one of the pioneering inventors of television, is born in Beaver County, Utah. In 1977,
One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know.
comedian Groucho Marx, star of silver screen, radio, and TV, dies in Los Angeles at age 86. Today in history, August 19th. Camille Bohannon, The Associated Press.
All right, folks, it is time to go ahead and get the attack underway by putting some music directly into your vajir holes. I'm thinking we're going to start things off today with some creeping chaos. That's right, the creeping chaos. If I'm going down, it's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Something about this just isn't right. I get hold my tongue on the mat of my teeth. The question of the point they get shattered. Everyone wants my sympathy. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. 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 And I'm going down. I'm taking you with me. This is Rob K from the Creeping Chaos, and you're listening to Alien X Radio. Japanese
got Terrence and Philip taken off the air, but look what they put on.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Can you feel it?
All right, folks, it is time for Punchlines number 1. It is my duty and privilege to inform you that this portion of the show is being brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. Located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and Saturday nights for Spork Alive with our own DJ Wild Bill. And now you can order online for delivery with Uber Eats and Grubhub at www.ashleys.com. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So, airport worker fired for giving traveler a note. What did the note read? It had 2 words in it. It just simply said, "You ugly. You ugly. You ugly." Can you imagine? You had to deal with getting to the airport. You had to deal with luggage. You had to deal with your tickets. You had to deal with check-in, all this stuff. Now you're going through security, right? You're already frazzled and upset. You don't like traveling. You just want to get where you're going because I don't care what anybody says. Getting there is not half of the fun. It's just not. Okay, traveling sucks. And now, here you are going through, and some agent hands you, he works for the airport. He's a security agent. He hands you a folded piece of paper. Now, this guy just takes the piece of paper and he keeps walking. He doesn't even, because he's frazzled, he'll look at it later, right? Keeps walking. Now, does the agent just let him keep walking and he'll find it later? No! The agent hollers to him, "Hey, are you going to read that?" Wow. This guy's got extra balls, right? So the person stops, sets their luggage down, opens up the piece of paper, and it says, "You ugly." Really? Now, at first, this person kind of giggled and laughed, said, this is kind of a joke, it's funny. Then he thought about it for a second, and he's like, I've got a pretty good attitude on life. I got a pretty good sense of humor, and while this isn't that terribly funny, and it doesn't bother me that much, if they were to have handed this note to the wrong person, there would be a completely different situation. Don't you think? Somebody who would get pissed off and offended by that. So, they reported it. Needless to say, that person will not be handing out anything anymore at the airport, as they have been fired. Because after reviewing the airport security footage, it was determined that it was very inappropriate for this man to hand this person a note that said, "You ugly," when the note should have read, "You are really, really freaking ugly." Okay, anyway. Vomiting vultures invade Florida vacation home. Animal control shows up on the scene, and they determine that it is not vomiting vultures. It is merely Yoko Ono working on a new album. That's what it sounds like. Vultures puking. Maybe they're choking on a dead beetle. I said that joke before. I'm going to say it again. What does Yoko Ono and birds have in common? They both can live off dead beetles. Yeah. Too soon? I don't know about too soon, people. Come on. Too soon, really? Anyway, that's been the punchlines. And this hour's top story, a dad uses the doorbell cam to interrogate his daughter's first date. Not even kidding. I thought I had a picture loaded up for that. Of course I don't. Is this where I'm at? Yeah, of course. Now I don't have it loaded up. I loaded up something else that isn't even coming up yet. Wow. All right, well, let me get this picture in here because the picture's funny. I mean, just you got to think about it. Some dude is walking up on the porch, okay? He is picking up a girl for the very first date. Okay, it's a first date situation. So the guy's already nervous. You know what I mean? He's already a bit nervous. There's the picture up on Facebook and on YouTube if you are watching there. So right now you can see in the picture the girl is outside. The daughter is outside now as well. So when the gentleman shows up, he rings the doorbell, and of course he is greeted by the father through the doorbell cam. He's not there. He's at work. Okay? And as you know, these Ring doorbells, you can connect to them from anywhere. So he's sitting at his desk at work or wherever, what he's doing at work. He's sitting there with his phone. And he answers the doorbell from work. And he starts, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. You know, I'm the father. You know. So they start off with a pleasant conversation at first. You know, they're just chatting back and forth, getting to know each other a little bit. And then it starts getting to more third-degree kind of stuff. You know, like, well, what movie, you know, where are you going to go? Well, we're going to go eat, then we're going to go see a movie. What time does the movie start? Starts at 7:20, 7:30, whatever. And what time are you going to bring back? Well, probably by, before 11. I heard 10:30. That's what the father's saying, right? So he keeps going on and on. It is pretty hilarious that they go back and forth as much as they do until the daughter comes out. And then the daughter starts trying to end the conversation. And again, it's just the father starts escalating to the point where now, even though the guy's in earshot, he's still telling her to go take a picture of his license plate and send it to the father before she leaves. He is that worried about it. He even says, I got your picture, on the camera. I know what you look like. I know, what your car looks like, and if there's any problem, I can find you. So chances of a second date for this girl are probably slim. I'm just saying that the average girl, or the average dude, rather, who is picking up a chick for a date is not going to accept that. You know what I mean? They're not going to come back and deal with that crap again. You know what I mean? It's like, really, I just came to take you out on a date, and I got to go through this third degree, from your father, who's basically thinking that I'm a pervert, a criminal, a murderer. Maybe I'm going to throw you in a pit someplace and make you put the lotion on the skin. I don't know. What I can tell you is that we got to get back to some more music for the Vajir Holes. And Sun Killer is the name of the band. Sun Killer is the name of the song. The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
In Eden dwelt
Howard from Concrete Angels giving a shout out to Alien X Radio.
Show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Less commercials, definitely.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Awesome.
All right, folks, we are up against a break. That's right. It is time to take a short break and pause in the action for station identification. Still coming up this hour. What is a non-smoking break? I'll tell you what that is and why it's being implemented and what it entails. We'll also talk about what it means to cancel the hunt. I'll give you a little hint. A lot of money was put into something that we were supposed to watch at a movie theater, and it has been decided that that is a bad thing. Wow, got you interested. I'll tell you about that when that's coming up. Also, what is funny and what has now become the magic words? It's no longer please. Next hour, the cucumber incident. Our what the Florida of the week is Kung Fool. That coming from Shonuff, the Shogun of Harlem. A sports report update, courtesy of our own The Prospect. Bowling and doping. I didn't know that there was doping going on in professional bowling, but I'll tell you about that. As well as shoplifting some very unusual items in a very unusual way. And what are the nation's days the rest of this month? Meaning, you know, today is National This or That Day. I'll tell you what today is, and I'll tell you what the rest of the days for this month are as well. Some of them are pretty funny, some of them are pretty lame, and I'm just waiting for National Talk Like a Pirate Day to come back around, because I love that. And in our final hour, our wackadoo of the week is a couple that want to tell you about vaginal steaming. Holy butt water on the way, as well as more punchlines. another news update from NPR, and a naked biker with stolen panties. And, of course, we're going to give you a review of just a few questions from yesterday's Inside the Mothership. It's called A Superfly on the Wall. All of that on the other side of this. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. AlienXRadio.com, UG Media, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live.
And now your weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. Stock market futures are suggesting they'll open strongly at the bell on Wall Street in less than 3 hours. The markets were exceptionally volatile last week on news of the widening trade war with China. Some investors are fearful of the chance of a recession. Speaking to reporters on his way back to the White House on Sunday, President Trump brushed off any recession fears.
Honestly, I'm prepared for everything. I don't think we're having a recession. We're doing tremendously well. Our consumers are rich. I gave a tremendous tax cut, and they're loaded up with money.
But the National Association for Business Economics has a new report. More than a third of economists surveyed believe the U.S. will fall in recession in 2021. That's up from about a quarter of the economists surveyed earlier this year. Massive crowds turned out into the streets of Hong Kong on Sunday as protesters again pressed demands for a more open government and an end to police aggression against demonstrators. NPR's Anthony Kuhn reports from Hong Kong. Organizers claim 1.7 million people turned out, even though police said they lacked a permit.
The protests basically had been getting smaller and more violent, and by getting this turnout of nearly a quarter of the city's population by the organizers' estimates, they reclaimed the sort of energy and mandate that only that size of a crowd can provide, and the police had no choice but to stand back. And the crowds made their points very loudly and clearly. One of those was anger at the police, which you could hear in their chant.
NPR's Anthony Kuhn. Pakistan says 2 elderly men have been killed by Indian troops who fired across the line that divides Kashmir between the two countries. It comes after Pakistan accused India of killing 4 soldiers in exchanges of fire last week. NPR's Dia Hadid reports from Islamabad.
The Pakistani Foreign Office, equivalent to the State Department, said it summoned the Indian Deputy High Commissioner over the shooting of the 2 men. There's often exchanges of fire between Indian and Pakistani troops, but tensions have been heightened since August 5th. That's when India scaled back the autonomy of the part of Kashmir it controls. Pakistan fears that move will weaken its claim to the territory. Since then, Pakistan has halted its modest trade with India. It's cancelled trains that go across the border, it's banned Indian movies and shows, and the country has tried to appeal to global powers to mediate an end to the dispute. Dia Hadid, NPR News, Islamabad.
An Iranian oil tanker has left Gibraltar after it had been impounded for 6 weeks by British authorities. They alleged Iran was illegally sending oil to Syria. The U.S. tried to claim the Iranian tanker, an act that Iran said would be piracy. But officials in Gibraltar decided to let the Iranian oil tanker go, saying they had been assured the tanker would not go to Syria.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Hey, big guy. I heard you lost a close one today. Look, Jamie, maybe we weren't the lowest rate this time. But when you show people their progressive direct rate and our competitors' rates, you can't win them all. The important part is you help them save.
Thanks, Flo.
Hey, let's go get you an ice cream cone, champ.
The sprinkles?
Sprinkles are for winners.
I understand.
Something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
All right, everybody, welcome back to The Attack. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting live on alienxradio.com, UG Media, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live each and every Monday morning, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Hopefully your work week is starting up correctly. Hopefully it's not already a bunch of BS at the beginning of the week. Let's build to that and take care of that on Hump Day. Let's just keep pushing everything to the middle. That's why it's called Hump Day. See, everybody thinks it's called Hump Day just because it's in the middle. That's too easy and convenient of an answer. Hump Day means you start on Monday and you're too tired to do all your work, so you keep putting it off. Okay? Then when you reach Wednesday, you've got work left over from Monday and Tuesday that's built up on top of Wednesday. Then you're looking, hey, wait a minute, I'm halfway through the week here. If I don't get all this stuff done, then my weekend's screwed. So then you start working really hard to tear it all back down, so as Thursday and Friday comes, it goes back down, you see. Hump Day refers to the pile and mountain of work that you got to do. You buy any of this? I don't either. Anyway, welcome to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, the second half of hour number 1. Still coming up, a non-smoking break, speaking of being at work. And we're going to cancel the hunt. What is funny and what is the new magic words, as well as some music for your Vajir holes in the form of a band called Keychain. Prime Time, the name of the tune. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Plus I got the ladies pour up a pump, their body shake all over the place in the front to the back, and I wanna take some. Pump it up, okay, you wanna play with me now? Cause I rock with Keychain, now we all about getting loud as hell. L-A-N-T-L, P-Y-T, drinks on me, come and see. Can't stop it, you can't stop us now. Come get it, you come get it loud. Can't stop it, you can't stop this crowd. Can't stop me now. Come on, give it up. It's that time. Go give it up. It's prime time. Come on, give it up. It's that time. Let's go give it up. It's prime time. Hey, we get paid on the rave, cause we getting down and we do this all day. Yeah, we bringing on a punk and a funky too. Just the sound. Fabric and the cats go me out. Oh, I got love for the pros, but I brought my boys and they come for the clothes. New metal, rock, rap, hip hop is rap, hot R&B, cheeky baby. Can't stop it, you can't stop us now. Come get it, you come get it now. Can't stop it, you can't stop this crowd. Can't stop me now. Taking you higher, put up your lighter. Sky is on fire, you're the fighter in your prime. Taking you further, push even harder. Pour out your heart, cause you're an artist in your prime. It's time for you to decide. Free what's on your mind. Go crystallize, open
Hello, this is Ernie Singleton, a.k.a. T-Dog from The Walking Dead, and you are listening to
X Radio.
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
Persistence is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, welcome back to The Attack, everybody. I'm your host, Alien Stone. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Alien X Radio, UG Media, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. Check out the Alien X Radio fan page as well as the fan group. That's where you'll find feeds from all of our audio, as well as head on over to YouTube. Make sure that you check out the Alien X Radio YouTube channel. Like that, you'll always have all the new feeds from all the live shows that I'm doing anyway. So make sure you head on over there. We need some likes over there on that page, some subscribers. Anyway, I kind of bowled right over top of this story. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this story into your Vajir holes before we move on. I'm pretty sure I should have already talked about this. So let's go ahead and let's back up a little bit. What is a non-smoking break? You know, I saw this. It said, there's a non-smoking break. So I'm trying to figure out what is a non-smoking break. So I go and I research it. There's a company in Japan that has invented this. They are giving 6 extra days off per year. 6 extra days off per year to non-smokers. Now, the reason isn't just to get you to quit smoking, which is a good incentive to get you to quit smoking, because then it, of course, helps them with their insurance and all kinds of stuff. Okay, but that's one reason, but that's not the reason. The reason is to make up for the fact that since you don't smoke, you don't take cigarette breaks all week long. Now, right now, cigarette, people who smoke cigarettes are going, that's ridiculous. You're giving them something just because they don't smoke. That's not right. It's not fair. It's not fair that you're giving them days off because they don't smoke and I do. That's discrimination, isn't it? No, it isn't. And I'll tell you why. You think, oh, it's not that big a deal. I go out and I smoke a cigarette. It takes me 5 minutes. Well, your 5-minute cigarette break is usually 10 minutes, just to say. Okay? Let's just say that. It's because it's the truth. By the time you get out there, get your cigarette out, light it, you're smoking it, you're chit-chatting with whatever, you're checking your email, you're doing it's at least 10 minutes. Let's be honest. Let's be very, very honest. That's like saying, hey, man, I went to the bathroom. It only took me a minute. Bullcrap. I guarantee you it took you longer than a minute to go to the bathroom. I'm just saying. Unless you're like running really fast, peeing really. Okay. Add that up to how many cigarette breaks you have per day. Then take the number of days that you work per week. Take that and multiply that by the number of weeks per month. Then take that and multiply that towards the number of months per year. Okay, you're coming out to about 6 days. That's their math. I didn't do the math myself. I'm just telling you what they said. So they're giving non-smokers 6 extra days off because while you, the smoker, are outside, not working, smoking a cigarette, the non-smoker is inside, still working. You got to look at it that way. They're still working. I worked a very long time ago, I worked at a Pizza Hut where I was the only non-smoker in the building, the only non-smoker. And it was getting to the point where later on in the evening when all the dishes are all there and everything and I'm not getting a lot of deliveries and I'm there washing the dishes, it's getting quieter and quieter all of a sudden. I look around and there's nobody to be seen in the restaurant. They're all outside on a cigarette break together. Now, because some started earlier than others and, some started later and they don't really go in until all at the same time, they're all out there for a good 15 to 20 minutes smoking cigarettes while I'm inside doing all the dishes, answering the phones, watching the pizza, doing everything. So I remember one day they all went outside to have their break, and I shut off the water. I shut off the sun, and I walked outside and I sat on the curb and I started looking at my phone. And the manager goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm taking a cigarette break." He goes, "But you don't smoke." And I said, "You're right, I don't smoke. But everybody's taking a cigarette break. I'm taking one as well." He goes, "That doesn't make sense." I said, it doesn't make sense that I'm doing all the work while you guys are outside smoking cigarettes, does it? He got really quiet. We all went back inside. And that was the end of that. That was the end of that. So, a non-smoking break. I'm for that. What do you think? 313-444-8919. Again, it's 313-444-8919. That's the numbers to give me a call live on the air here in the studio. Do you agree with a non-smoking break? I do. I'm sorry. It's not my fault that you smoke cigarettes. I'm not blaming you for smoking cigarettes. I'm not judging you for smoking cigarettes. It's your choice to smoke cigarettes, which means you have decided to give part of your time and your energy in your life over to smoking cigarettes, and that's fine. I'm not judging you for that. However, when we're both at work, we're supposed to be working, and I'm not going to work while you go and do something you chose to do during time that you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I agree with that. I really do. I've been a manager in different places, and I've had to deal with the cigarette break issue, which goes on and on and on and on all the time. Where's so-and-so? On a cigarette break. Where's so-and-so? On a cigarette break. Weren't they just on a cigarette break? Oh, that was last hour. Oh, they're going on a cigarette break every single hour. You can't go more than an hour without a cigarette? Jeez. And they say opiates are a problem for addiction, right? Once again, it looks like something's going on with the audio signal, only on one side, so I got to go and twist my cable again. It's a non-stop thing in a studio, people. I'm sure anybody in radio out there knows. It never ends. It never ends. There's always a loose cable. There's always a crackling knob. There's always something that's failing. There's always an update that needs to be done. It's a never-ending process. It's like digging a hole in sand. Every time that you finally get some out, it just pours right back in again. It's amazing. But anyway, let's get to the rest of this stuff. I want to talk about canceling The Hunt. And, of course, yeah, let's get that picture up now. This is a movie that was slated to come out next month. Let me get the article here. I actually have an article on this. Okay, Universal Pictures cancels release of film showing elitists hunting deplorables. Universal Pictures has canceled the release of an upcoming film that shows liberal elites hunting deplorables. Following widespread criticism regarding the film's premise, that's something else. Premise. In a statement on its website, the film company wrote, the Universal Pictures has already paused the marketing campaign for The Hunt. After thoughtful consideration, the studio has decided to cancel our plans to release the film. We stand by our filmmakers and will continue to distribute films in partnership with bold and visionary creators like those associated with this satirical social thriller. But we understand that now is not the right time to release this film. The Hunt, which was scheduled to open in theaters on September 27th, shows people hunting deplorables, a term that failed presidential candidate Hillary Clinton used to describe supporters of Donald Trump during the 2016 campaign. The producers of the movie were focused on extensive backlash and they were, what is this? The producers of the film were the focus of extensive backlash, and many people took to social media to express their outrage. The problem isn't guns, the problem is hate mongering, wrote one of the Facebook users. Now, are you kidding me? Okay? One of the main things that everybody screams and hollers at the Trump supporters for, or the deplorables, is they call them intolerant bigots. They call them violent. And yet the movie is coming from the other direction, of course. Just like a lot of the times when people get together for protests, the first rock is thrown, the first fire is, the first person gets punched in the face. It's usually from the side that's preaching the peace, saying we need to stop and listen. Well, they say their part, and as soon as somebody starts saying something they don't disagree with, that's when they get hit in the face with a bottle. Okay, so this is the problem that we're having out there. Okay, so you got the people that are supposedly the liberals, the ones that are supposedly for peace for everybody, but because they disagree, they're going to go out as elitists and hunt down and murder the people that they disagree with. So, of course, it's not a good time for this movie to come out because there's a lot of whack jobs out there that have probably thought of this. It's sickening. It's a sickening thought. You disagree with me? Well, better watch your back. Better watch your back because we're getting rid of all the people that disagree. That's kind of par for the course anymore. Taking a short break, pausing the action for station identification. We'll be back with hour number 2 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. What to Florida is Kung Fu. Punchlines number 2 with the cucumber incident attached. Bowling and doping. Shoplifting strange objects in strange ways. And National This and That Day when we return on the Attack.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done?
Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water.
Dead in the water.
Beg for mercy and Under the Blade.
We live our lives under a blade.
Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
Are you looking for a way to get your message out there? Have you been looking for just the right way to advertise your business, website, or upcoming event? Have you thought about advertising on the radio but thought it would be too expensive? Well, you should try advertising on Alien X Radio. We have advertising packages for every budget starting as low as $30 per month. That's right, radio advertising for as little as $1 a day. You don't have a commercial? No problem. Our copywriting and production department can create a radio spot complete with voiceovers, sound effects, and music that's just right for your needs. And unlike other stations, the production is included. So what are you waiting for? Just visit www.alienxradio.com and click on the advertisers link to get a look at our packages and rates. Then contact us at advertising@alienxradio.com. That's advertising@alienxradio.com.
Sick of getting your pizza the old-fashioned way? Delivered by some tool riding his little sister's bike? Sick of pizza places that advertise the delivered in 30 minutes or less guarantee, but don't actually deliver in time? You need your pizza delivered real fast. So call us. We're Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Pizza, a new division of the North Korean People's Army. We promise your order will be there in a flash, and your pizza will be hot. Guaranteed. With delivery to the U.S. territory of Guam in 14 minutes or less. Delivery to Japan in 5 minutes or less. And delivery to South Korea there before you can hang up the phone. ICBM Pizza. Explosively good taste, no tips required, and your choice of all 2 toppings that are not on the UN sanctions list. Yet.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes, it's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Hour number 2, screaming through the galaxy, or at least talking really loud through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds. Don't worry, the gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector array is pretending like nothing happened. That's what it does. What? Excuse me? What? No, I don't think so. Anyway, coming up on this hour, we've got a sports update. That's right, the weekly sports update brought to you by The Prospect. Let's see what else we got. Punchlines number 2 and the cucumber incident. Kung Fu is our What the Florida this week, and we'll talk about the big doping problem going on in professional bowling. Really? What is it, like weed? I don't understand. What are you talking about? But we'll get to that. Shoplifting strange objects in strange ways, and what is today's national day on the calendar? It's today National What Day? This and that day. And then what are the rest of the days for this month? I'll let you know what that is. And maybe we'll translate this into a thing at the beginning of the show each week where we do This Week in History. We'll also do a National Day thing for the week, maybe. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe. I don't know. Who cares? Next hour, vaginal steaming. Yeah, we'll hear about that during this week's Wackadoo of the Week. And punchlines number 3. Holy butt water, Batman. And a naked biker with stolen panties. And, of course, a Superfly on the Wall is this week's featured episode of Just a Few Questions, which can be heard as part of Inside the Mothership each and every Sunday on Alien X Radio, UG Media, and Raw Talk Online. It comes on at 12 noon Eastern. Whatever time that is in your time zone. You'll have to do the math. Hopefully you do it with old math. Otherwise, the show will be over before you get through all that new math to figure out, you know what I mean. Anyway, that's in a whole nother show, right? Exactly. So, let's go ahead and get this hour underway.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
What the? Florida?
Loud music causing a man to lose it.
Cops say he attacked his neighbors with bug spray and then he brought out the nunchucks. The news station's Valerie Boy reports.
You can see the big goose egg on the forehead of Larry Adams. Police say he did it to himself while trying to use his nunchucks on neighbors.
When you hit the car, it bounced back and hit him in it. Just crazy.
Cece Sylvester says Adams was complaining about loud music in the middle of the night as several people gathered outside this apartment complex. That's when officers say Adams came out threatening to shoot neighbors and use the nunchucks, but instead knocked himself in the head.
That was funny. I was like, this man really just hit himself with the nunchucks.
Cece says her mother and Adams called 911 on each other. In the background, you can hear him shaking a can of bug spray, which officers say he used on everyone.
Come on. Just stay away from them. Come on, do it. Yeah, you're attacking me. I'm not going to take it.
According to police, the 61-year-old suspect is charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Cece says everyone coughed from the roach spray, which also made her skin burn.
I'm like, we're not even roaches, so what is we getting sprayed with roach spray for? It was strong. I thought it was mace. It was crazy.
And a manager of this complex says Adams will be evicted.
Yeah. So, bug spray. It's just funny that I came across this story after the Just a Few Questions episode yesterday. Yeah. Super fly on the wall at the end of the episode today. Just a few questions. Anyway, let's go ahead and get some more music into your Vajir holes. Just another shout out to let you guys know that the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, the number 5, is going to be December 7th and 8th this year on Alien X Radio. We will be releasing announcements as we get closer as to who's going to be playing and in what slots and on what stations are going to be covering what sections of the broadcast. In the meantime, this is from 2017 when Arcades Project stopped on into studio and they performed live, and you're going to love this. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Woke up in the morning, put on my new plastic glove, served some reheated Salisbury steak with a little slice of love. Got no clue what the chicken pot pie is made of. Just know everybody's doing all right down here in Lunch Lady Land. Well, I wear this net on my hair 'cause my red hair is falling out. I wear these brown orthopedic shoes 'cause I got a bad case of the gout. I know you want seconds on the corn dogs, but there's no reason to shout. Everybody gets enough food down here in the magical Lunch Lady Land. Well, yesterday's meatloaf is today's Sloppy Joe's. Sloppy Joe. And my breath reeks of tuna, and there's lots of black hairs coming out of my nose. Oh, hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders. Navy beans, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans. Hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders. Navy beans, meatloaf sandwich. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Now who got sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Now yeah. Then one morning, yeah, I woke up to see all the pepperoni pizza was looking at me. He screamed, "Oh, why do you burn me and serve me up cold?" I said, "I got the spatula, just do what you're told." And the liver and onion started joining the fight, and the chocolate pudding pushed me with all its might. Then the chop suey slapped me and it kicked me in the head. It's called revenge, lunch lady, said the garlic bread. I said, "What did I do to make you all so mad that when you got flabby arms and your breath is bad?" Then the green beans said, "You better run and hide." Then my friend Sloppy Joe came and joined my side. He said, "If it wasn't for the lunch lady, the kids wouldn't eat you. You should be shaking her hand and saying, 'Pleased to meet you.' She gives you a purpose and she gives you a goal. You should be kissing her feet and kissing her mole. Now all the anger food, just leave me alone. And we all live together in a happy home. Thanks to Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Well, me and Sloppy Joe got married. we got 6 kids and we're doing just fine. Down in Lunch Lady Land.
I gotta barbecue your ass in molasses! What are we doing for lunch? I'm starving.
You ever wonder what it'd be like if aliens came down from outer space? Well, this is what they'd sing. We've come from a distant rock to see what you monkeys got. We'll watch you for years and years, so cry out your final tears. People of Earth, gonna die now.
I gotta go pee.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Welcome back to The Attack. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, all up in your face from outer space, broadcasting from the other side of Planet Chaos. Man, we're moving and grooving right along here. Not quite to the halfway point, but be prepared. You don't have to even be prepared for the turn. Remember, we get the inertia canceller. You won't even notice the turn when we turn around and head back towards planet Earth. It is my duty and privilege to inform you that this portion of the show is being brought to you by Ashley's of Westland, located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and Saturday nights for Spork Alive with DJ Wow Bill. Now you can order online for delivery with Uber Eats and Grubhub at www.ashleys.com. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So, I see once again I was not fully prepared. Like, where is my punchlines open? This isn't it. Gotta type and stuff. I don't like typing when I'm live. That's why I need, like, a co-host. Always need a co-host. That's why the Inside the Mothership runs a little smoother than this show does. A little bit. Not much. Anyway, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do this the way we should have done it, okay? And that's so not how it should have gone. It should have gone like this. Oh my God. As we're like bumped off of every station that we're on. Anyway, it is now time for the punchlines. A raccoon caught inside of a school vending machine lurking amongst the snacks. Think about this. You have a vending machine that has food in it. And there is a way into this vending machine large enough for a raccoon to get inside. This is not a cockroach. This is not a mouse. It's not a rat. It's a friggin' raccoon. A raccoon is not a very small beast, okay? They get pretty large. And for it to be able to get into a vending machine that's supposed to be sealed with your food inside makes me wonder, how did a raccoon get in there? Seems like it's operating at a higher level of intelligence, which raccoons do have a high level of intelligence. I don't know if you ever noticed. They've also got thumbs, so it's kind of a problem. They can do things. They can open doors. They can open different objects, and they can do crazy stuff. They're pretty smart, but not that smart. So after a little bit of investigation, turns out that it was just Fez from that 70s show in a raccoon costume. I said candy. For Christmas, for my birthday, for New Year's, for President's Day, candy. Candy! Good day, sir. I say good day. Colorado bear smashes through a wall like the Kool-Aid Man. Makes me wonder, was it the bear? Was it the Kool-Aid? Or was he doing it like the Kool-Aid Man, or was it the Kool-Aid Man? I think that there was like some conspiracy here. So I did some further investigation, come to find out that the building was owned by, get this, Three Little Pigs brothers. The Three Little Pigs. You remember them from the story? They owned this particular building. And what was it made of? Bricks. So the wolf couldn't get in. The wolf's also been blackballed, so nobody will help the wolf get in because they know he's the big bad wolf. So maybe, this is what kind of I picked up, okay? I don't have actual proof of this, but I think that the big bad wolf put on a bear costume and then employed the Kool-Aid Man to break through the wall like in the old commercials. Bust it out. Oh, yeah. You remember. If you got gray hair, you remember. Oh, yeah. It's a conspiracy. I'm just saying. Poor little pigs. All right, that has been the punchlines. I'll stop now. I will let you. I will get off of that now. All right, that has been your punchlines. Now, what is this? Oh, yeah, see, now this is the thing I had loaded in earlier and said it was the wrong thing. I unloaded it, put in the right thing, and now the right thing the wrong thing is now the right thing, and it's not loaded in. Did you follow any of that? Anyway, let's get to today's top story. Where is my top stories? There they are. Okay, yes, it's definitely that story. And it's not loaded, so let's get that loaded in there for you. Boom, put that in there, because that's very phallic. Be prepared. It's going to be phallic, everybody. Boom. Okay, let me get this banner out of the way as well, so you can really see that nice fallacy. I don't know if that's a word or not. But anyway, an Asian woman slips and has an accident in her home involving a cucumber. This is her story, and I'm going to give it to you straight. That one's not, though. It curves quite a bit upward. You know what I'm saying. A woman in Thailand was forced to get emergency medical attention after an ugly encounter with some produce. The 51-year-old went to get checked out after experiencing vaginal pain because a cucumber had become stuck in her lady parts. When asked about how exactly that would happen, this is what her excuse was. She fell down in her house on the exact spot where the cucumber was, and it simply, she said, slipped inside her. Number one, you don't want to admit that that's the best story you can come up with. Okay? So you're basically admitting that you're stupid and you're playing stupid. That's it. You're not stupid. You're playing stupid. You're treating us like we're stupid. You're playing stupid and expecting us to be stupid. But do you also really want to tell everybody that your vag is so stretched out that if you simply fell, it would just go right in with and to the point that you were like, maybe I should go to the doctors. I'm having some vaginal pain. Like you didn't know that the cucumber was in there. Okay? All I'm saying is that's a cavernous place. I'm just saying. If it just went whoop right in like it was nothing. Oops. Okay. And you didn't know it happened? So later on you're just like, I seem to have some discomfort down here. Maybe I should go and see somebody about that. Have a look at this. I don't know. Something's going on down here. Yeah, something's going on upstairs as well, lady. Just saying. How about we put some more music into your vagir holes? Still to come, we've got that sports update. We've got bowling and doping, shoplifting, strange objects, and what is the national day today? Violet Hour and a tune called Vice on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Something breaks me. Something takes me further down. Something rapes me. Something makes me want to drown. Something tells me
Yeah, that was Spiral Crush and Get It On. Loving that band, and man, we've been following them around for a little bit. They did really, really well in that last competition. Both them and Black Heron, they were both in competitions with. I can't remember what it was actually called, but it was hosted by Kid Rock, where he was looking for a new hosting band to play at one of his venues, and they both did very, very, very well. They moved quite far, but unfortunately, they both got bumped out. But hey, man, they're still rocking and rolling and moving forward, and just as a testament to that, Black Heron, they like I said, they got bumped out. And when they got bumped out, they said, you know what? That's fine. We'll just get in a car and head to New York out of the blue and go and play a show. And that's what they did. They went to New York. They rocked it out. They called in on the way back during Inside the Mothership last night or yesterday afternoon, and it was awesome. It was awesome. So I'm very, very proud of them. I'm very, very happy for them that they're out there doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and that's rocking people's faces off wherever they go. So it's time to take a short break, a pause in the action for station identification. Still coming up, we've got bowling and doping this hour, shoplifting strange items, and what is the national day today, and what are the national days for the rest of the month. I'll let you know when we return, right after a short break. We still have a whole another hour coming up, and the weekly sports update from The Prospect. Go nowhere.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with The Prospect.
Greetings, Earthlings. Prospect here with the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. Imagine submitting a urine sample for a job or parole or something and finding out that you're pregnant. Pretty shocking, am I right? Now throw in the fact that you're a man. Yikes. That's exactly what happened to a basketball player who got himself a year-long suspension for fraud. DJ Cooper, a guard out of Ohio University, submitted the fraudulent urine that belonged to his pregnant girlfriend to the FIBA, or FIBA, in order to become a member of Bosnia and Herzegovina's national team. The sample tested positive for human growth hormone, which, as we all adults know, is produced by the placenta. Now, some may say that this is the most bizarre way to get suspended or banned from a sport, and I agree. It's not. It's definitely up there with betting on baseball like Pete Rose did. Now, we've seen this story unfold for a couple of years now, and it has been the subject of many water cooler talks all over the country and possibly the world. And before I go any further, I would like to point out that this is purely done from a sports standpoint, and there's no political views being addressed whatsoever. Colin Kaepernick has been making the rounds on social media, posting workout videos to show the league, or any league for that matter, that he's still in top form. He still has many fans out there that want to see him get signed, but now it's reported that he has another, more powerful voice of support, President Trump. Yes, that President Trump. The same one that not only raked him through the coals and drug him through the mud for kneeling during their national anthem and sparking a very debatable movement across the entire sports spectrum, but has been accused of keeping his thumb on Cap's image by reminding team owners as only he can how bad his cause was in the weeks and eventually years that followed. It seems that the Commander-in-Chief has turned a page on the Cap saga and would, quote, love to see him return to the gridiron when asked during the press conference. Trump said that he would love to see Cap return, quote, only if he's good enough. He also added that he feels that owners shouldn't sign the 31-year-old simply as a PR move, because we all seen this happen before. Remember Michael Vick? He was signed by and played for the Eagles after the Falcons released him due to being arrested for being involved in a dogfighting ring. Apples and oranges, I'm sure, but the gist of it is the same. Both have had tarnished legacies, but Kaepernick is still waiting for what he feels is a well-deserved comeback bid. I will keep you updated on this journey. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I am The Prospect, saying until next time, Prospect out.
Ashley's of Westland. The best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza. And don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at ashleys.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
The Paul Farah Comedy Show on Alien X Radio every Monday at 8 p.m. ET. Tune in for comedy guest music and a whole load of madness erupting on the airway. The Paul Farah Comedy Show. Let the mayhem commence.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Welcome back to The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting live on alienxradio.com, UG Media, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you head on over to the YouTube Alien X Radio channel, and subscribe. We need more subscribers, man. We just started this thing up not too long. Well, you can look at how many episodes are on there and see how long we've been doing this. But, yeah, I don't know anything about marketing. You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm in the front of the camera. I'm in front of the mic. I put together the show. I can operate this equipment, but I don't know anything about sales. I don't know anything about marketing and that kind of strategy and getting people to like and subscribe and all that. So I'm just pleading with you. That's the best I can do, man. To send out a bunch of crap and hope some of it sticks. You know, what can I say? Anyway, welcome back to the show. Do apologize for that update, the sports update. That was actually last week's. I don't know what happened there, but this week's update got overwritten by last week's somehow. So, if you want the latest update, tune into alienxradio.com. It plays several times throughout the course of the day. Go to alienxradio.com, look at the schedule, and you can see when you will be getting your sports and news updates all week long on the station. So, still coming up, shoplifting, strange things in strange ways, and the national days. Still to come this month. But right now, bowling and doping? Bowling and doping. This is a thing? I'm finding out this is a thing. So, what it is the Puerto Rico bowling team. Okay, so this is a national bowling team. Well, it's the Puerto Rico bowling team, and it's been stripped of its gold medal at the Pan American Games. So they're at the Pan American. So this is big. Okay, this isn't some little tournament someplace. This is big. It's the Puerto Rico team. I don't want to say Puerto. It sounds funny when you say Puerto Rican, and I want to sound like racist when I say Puerto Rican. I don't know why, but that's what it is, right? Puerto Rican. The Puerto Rican team stripped of its gold medal at the Pan American Games over players failed doping tests. Doping tests for bowlers. So what are they taking? I mean, are they taking steroids so they can throw the ball harder? Are they taking concentration medication that makes them focus better on where the ball's going to go? Or are they just smoking a lot of dope so that they can deal with the fact that they are professional bowlers? That could be more what it is. Anyway, we'll ponder that while we let this music bounce around inside your head by entering through your vajir holes. It's a band called Pound, and it's going to pound its way in, trust me. Monster is the name of the song because everybody's got a song called Monster. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Hi, this is Carrie from Rain, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
Until you find it there and breathe.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Come on.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone. And, man, music right there from Rain. What great production, man. Sounds freaking fantastic. I mean, every aspect of that song, man. From the vocal effects to the tone on the instruments, which, by the way, Jared's, his tone, he's got a freaking YouTube show called Tone Wars, where he basically educates people who play guitar on how to get to sound like that. So you want to check that out. Look for that. Look for Tone Wars on YouTube. Trust me. All right, so anyway, moving and a grooving right along here. This portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Lube, and as soon as I can find the read, which I shouldn't have to have since I wrote it, but I can never remember. Anyway, here it is. Igor's Lube, located at www.igorslube.com. Igor introduces the final ingredient for love. It's Igor's Lube. From squeaky hinges and dry, flaky elbows to naked games of Twister and doing it. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook. That's Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow at igorslube.com. That's www.igorslube.com. It's so slippery. So, that being said, shoplifting inappropriate items. Well, depends. I mean, maybe they were appropriate. Maybe they were appropriate for what he needed. He was having a barbecue, maybe. Maybe he was having a barbecue and he had some people coming over and he was short on funds and he already invited everybody. They were coming. Can't be embarrassed. Can't have a bunch of hungry people standing around and all you got is granola bars, right? That doesn't work. That doesn't work. You invited them over for a barbecue. So, what do you got to do? You got to do what you got to do, right? So, you walk into the nearest convenience store, but grocery store, and you grab yourself some propane, because you're going to need the propane to run the grill, right? Of course you do. Now, what are you going to cook? Man, I keep getting these suspected spam calls today. I love that, right? Interruption, it's all spam. Anyway, he grabs the propane, right? And what's he going to do with this propane? How's he going to sneak it out of the store? Well, he sticks it in his pants. Really? So you're sticking it in your pants. Again, we got this issue going on where I'm only on one channel as much as it's driving me insane. Anyway, he sticks it in his pants. So now what's he going to cook? Well, he goes and he finds some good old-fashioned brisket. I'm going to cook some brisket. So he sticks the brisket in his pants. So now you got brisket and propane in your pants. Are you under the assumption that people are going to believe that you are just well endowed? That you just got a big schlong hanging there? Or as John LeBang would say, a big schmeckle? You got a big schmeckle there. Or, just he's got big balls. I don't know. But this is a lot of stuff in your pants, right? And, of course, he gets busted. So, if you're going to steal something, make sure that you can actually steal it, right? No, I'm just kidding. Don't steal anything, okay? Don't steal anything. The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent my own views and opinions, even though I just gave you them as my views and opinions. So, moving on. National days. Today, which one is today? I know I got that written somewhere else, what today is. I got all of the days in front of me except for today. I have that somewhere else. There it is. Okay, today is National Bow Day. So I guess if you are a bow hunter or if you are just, I don't know, maybe if you're like Cupid or Robin Hood, or something of that nature, it's National Bow Day. So if you got a bow, go use it. Take it to the bow range. Clean it, change its string, whatever people with bows do. It's National Bow Day. Now, I'm in martial arts, so I'm choosing to read it differently. It's National Bow Day to me. I don't mess with bow and arrow, so today it's National Bow Day. So I'm going to be bowing to people today. I choose to read it how I want to read it. I'm assuming it's National Bow Day because National Bow Day seems odd, but then again, a lot of these are very, very, very odd. When we get into this full list here, which we are about to do right now. Well, no, let's finish up. There's other two things more today. It's also National Aviation Day. So if you are a pilot, if you are a pilot enthusiast, go on out and, check out the planes, fly the planes, watch the planes, take pictures of planes, do whatever. It's National Aviation Day. And finally, something I can really get involved with. It's National Soft Ice Cream Day. None of that hard ice cream today, folks. Ask very specifically. Say, hey, is that ice cream soft? If they say nope, you say, can't have that. It's National Soft Ice Cream Day. We'll wait till National Hard Ice Cream Day to have a hard ice cream. Anyway, so the rest of the month continues as such. On August 19th, okay, so we're just going to go through the days. Tomorrow, well, no, that's today's. I did have it on here. August 20th, that's tomorrow. National Radio Day. Wouldn't that have been convenient for today? But tomorrow is, in fact, National Radio Day, so make sure you send a shout-out to all your favorite radio presenters. National Chocolate Pecan Pie Day also tomorrow, so I can get involved with that. So I'll be listening to the radio and eating some good pie. Then we move on to the 21st, National Brazilian Blowout Day. Whatever that means, if you're Brazilian and you want to have a blowout, the 21st is the day. National Senior Citizen Day also the same day, so be quiet while you're having that blowout because you don't want to disturb your old neighbors. August 22nd, National Surgical Oncologist Day. That's random. And National Tooth Fairy Day. Same day. So, I don't know how you would celebrate National Tooth Fairy Day. Knock your own teeth out, put them under your pillow, and try to capture that bitch when she's sneaking into your house. August 23rd is National Ride the Wind Day. Okay. And National Sponge Cake Day. That's random. Again. But at least we can eat sponge cake. I don't think we can ride the wind. An airplane can ride the wind. It's not National Airplane Day, though. August 24th is National Peach Pie Day. Gross. And National Waffle Day. Yummy! So there you go. There's something for everybody. August 25th, National Whiskey Sour Day. I know a lot of people that would love that. It's also National, get this, Dave. Dave! You got to know about this, right? August 25th. I hope you're listening. Dave, he's the drummer from Black Heron. Listen up. August 25th, National Kiss and Makeup Day. Oh, get it? It's a joke. Get it? It's a joke. Kiss and Makeup Day? No, it's Kiss and Makeup Day. Sorry, I didn't mean to get y'all excited for no reason. National Secondhand Wardrobe Day also, and Banana Split Day. All on August 25th. So you can get wasted, get some makeup sex, put on somebody else's clothes, and have a banana split. And on August 26th, it's National Web Mistress Day. That's terrible. National Dog Day. That's great. National Women's Equality Day. Got to be equality, between you and your web mistress. And National Cherry Popsicle Day. There's a lot going on the 26th. Good and bad. August 27th, National Just Because Day. There's nothing else there. Why? Just because. And see, August 28th is National Power Rangers Day, Bow Tie Day, Cherry Turnover Day. August 29th is National Chop Suey Day. August 30th is, what is August 30th? It is National Toasted Marshmallow Day. August 31st. That's right. We're going all the way up to the 31st here. National Matchmaker Day and National Trail Mix Day. So if you're hungry, you can have some trail mix. And if you want to hook up your friend and get him some, that's the day to do it as well. Matchmaker. Time to take a short break, pause in the action for station identification, and we will be back with hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space right after this.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at ashleys.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done? Look at the turning wheel. The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water. Dead in the water. Beg for mercy and Under the Blade. We live our lives under a blade. Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy. Igor?
And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes, so you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing.
Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Are you looking for a way to get your message out there? Have you been looking for just the right way to advertise your business, website, or upcoming event? Have you thought about advertising on the radio but thought it would be too expensive? Well, you should try advertising on Alien X Radio. We have advertising packages for every budget starting as low as $30 per month. That's right, radio advertising for as little as $1 a day. You don't have a commercial? No problem. Our copywriting and production department can create a radio spot complete with voiceovers, sound effects, and music that's just right for your needs. And unlike other stations, the production is included. So what are you waiting for? Just visit www.alienxradio.com and click on the advertisers link to get a look at our packages and rates. Then contact us at advertising@alienxradio.com. That's advertising@alienxradio.com.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Give me some static! You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership
For the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
When's the last time you had a good time?
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your vagir holes.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody, welcome. It's hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, moving and grooving, screaming through the galaxy, or at least talking loud, at triple redunculous speeds. The inertia canceller is canceling, the gravitational plates are gravitating, and the deflector array, again, is pretending like nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Nothing happened. So anyway, coming up this hour, we've got punchlines number 3. Holy butt water, Batman! What does that even mean? I'll tell you about that. Somebody made a huge ass mistake. And a naked biker and his stolen panties, were they his panties that were stolen, or were they stolen panties that are now his? Talk about that. And a review of just a few questions from inside the mothership. A Superfly on the wall. As well as another NPR news update. All of that is on the way. As well as music for your Vajir holes. Let's go ahead and get it underway first off with this.
And now your wackadoo of the week.
What is a vaginal steam and how can I do one at home? So first off, a vaginal steam is pretty much what it sounds like. It's taking boiling hot water with some herbs and steaming your vagina. And then the lovely thing is it's something you can do at home. It got a lot of publicity. It's something you had to go to a spa to have done. But what's awesome is you can really do it just from the comfort of your own home. And I know you know a lot more about this because you were trained in how to do them. I was. So I was introduced to vaginal steams way before they were trendy. About a decade ago when I went to Belize to study the Arvigo techniques of my abdominal therapy. I should say that you don't have to purchase a pre-made package. You can make your own as well. Kitchen herbs are great for this. Basil, thyme. A lot of people like to put lavender in it, sometimes chamomile. So, whatever you're feeling connected to, whatever is kind of in your garden or in your kitchen at that moment is a great thing to use.
Is this medical or are you stuffing a turkey?
Are reasons why you might do it. From a physiological perspective, the heat basically increases blood flow to the area. So you can get benefits just from having more blood flow to that uterine area, especially in our society where we tend to be sitting a lot of the time. It's great to have increased circulation, especially around the ovaries for hormones and stuff. So there is that physiological aspect, but a lot of it is very kind of spiritual. I like doing it at the end of my period as kind of this completion ceremony. Sometimes I like to do it under the full moon. It very much feels to me like a self-care practice, and it's just, it brings, because the steam's going right there, it just really heightens your sensation of that part of your body. So there's also that aspect of it.
It's called being burned.
Yeah, so it's just this really great spiritual kind of self-care practice that you can do at times that feel right for you. And I got to try it recently, and I absolutely loved it. I felt like a goddess up on my throne. It was so empowering. So I'm really, really grateful that I had a chance to experience it. So I've heard you talk about it for a while now. I know firsthand how wonderful it can be. Yeah. So in terms of how to do it, so it's fairly simple. You boil some water, you add your herbs, either a package or whatever you have lying around. You let it come to a boil, and then I like to steep mine for about half an hour, and the smell in the house is just amazing. It's like making some kind of a yummy smelling tea, but a giant pot of it, so it really fills the house with this wonderful smell. And then once it's done, you want to take the pot off and you basically place it on the ground. And then if you have a special vaginal steam stool like I do, you just place it on top.
Vaginal steam stool?
Or you can do what we've done for today's video, which is to take a bowl, basically, fill it with herbal water and place it in the toilet. So in our case, we just used a bowl
Chick's gonna put it in the toilet.
Water, because dogs seem to drink out of the toilet anyway. So not too concerned about germs, especially on the bottom. And so then you can just place that in and let it sit on the bottom, and you've got a perfect little vaginal steam stool made out of the toilet. Yeah. We hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. Bye. Happy steaming.
Happy steaming. There ain't no chick that's gonna put a bowl of boiling herbal water in a toilet and then sit over top of it wrapped in a towel while her vagina steams. Okay? Except for those two chicks and people that she knows, maybe. I don't understand. What? I mean, that just sounds like a hot mess. You know what I mean? Speaking of hot mess, there's HR Rustica on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space with Hot Mess.
Control over your mind. they see the mistakes that you have made? Can they hear you through your endless cries? Tell me, do they see right through your disguise? You're mine, of your mind, of your mind.
Hey, this is Tommy Victor from Prong, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
It's great to be back up in here in fucking Detroit area. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank you. Thank all the awesome opening bands. All the bands were fucking great tonight. Thank you guys. Alien X Radio, and I thank you guys too. Thank you for putting this on. Give it up for the bands and the radio station. All right. Are you guys ready to snap your fingers? Are you guys ready to snap your necks? I don't hear you. What? Are you ready to snap your fingers? Are you ready to snap your necks? Everyone's got to fucking move. Thank you, Detroit. We'll see you again soon. Snap your fingers or snap your fucking neck. Everyone's got to move. It's a shit. Stop
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir hole. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Can you feel it?
All right, everybody, it's time for the punchlines, and it is my duty and privilege to inform you that this portion of the show is brought to you by Ashley's of Westland, located at 7525 Wayne Road West in Westland, Michigan. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and Saturday nights for Sporkle Live with our own DJ Wild Bill. And now you can order online for delivery with Uber Eats and Grubhub at www.ashleys.com. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So, let's get to the punchlines. Number 3. Person wearing TV torments Virginia town by leaving TVs on porches. No, I did not make a mistake. That is exactly what I said, and that is exactly what it says. Person wearing TV torments Virginia town by leaving TVs on porches. Well, maybe the best way to support your product is to use it yourself and, of course, leave people free samples. No, I don't understand. So this guy must have made some kind of an outfit out of a television, like he gutted it, maybe took out all the tube out and all the stuff out of it and everything, and then like, if you found a tube TV, I mean, would you have to go to the junkyard to find something like that? You can't make an outfit out of a flat panel anymore. You know, you'd have to be awfully skinny. So he made an outfit out of a TV, and then he just takes these little TVs around the neighborhood and just leaves them randomly on people's porches? And then to say torments, that's a big word for leaving a television on your porch. You're tormented by that? Are you tormented? Are you going to die? Are you really tormented? Anyway, it's crazy, though. Here's another crazy thing. Ghostly snow kangaroos light up Twitter after unusual storm in Australia. So what? There was some kind of a storm in Australia, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, all of these ghostly snow kangaroos show up. Now, from the makers of Sharknado comes albino snowroos. Oh, look over there, mate! It's one of those albino snowroos. I can't keep up an accent like that. I gotta stop doing accents. I've been told by literally every person of every nationality everywhere in the world not to do their accent anymore. Because I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible. Terrible. So, anyway, blah, 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 right? That has been the punchlines for this here hour. And this hour's top story is an Instagram fitness influencer she angered Bali locals after washing her butt with temple holy water. No, I'm not making this up. Okay, know where you are and know what you're doing, because you are ultimately responsible for all of that, okay? I mean, seriously, you don't get to do something like this and then say, oh, I didn't know. Well, it was your job to know where you were. Okay? If you just walk into someone's house and start grabbing things off the shelf and say, oh, this is just a glass, I'll use it, okay? Well, maybe it's a special glass. I don't know. Shouldn't you talk to the owner first? Shouldn't you know where you're at and what you're doing? That's a pretty random way to describe it, I know. But these people right down here, it's hard to, everything's kind of reversed. These people right down here went on a vacation. Okay, let me read the story. I'm just going to read the story. An Instagram fitness influencer from the Czech Republic is taking some heat from locals that own a temple in Bali. Sabina, not Sabrina, it says Sabina. I'm not even going to try these names, okay? This guy and this chick, okay, remember they're from the Czech Republic. I can't pronounce their names. I can't even do their accent. Yeah, I see. That's wrong. That's Swedish. Anyway, they were fitness influencers on Instagram. They paid a visit to a temple in Bali. They shared some videos and pics of them hanging out near a tiny waterfall on the temple's grounds. They were hugging and laughing, and then one of them lifts the other's skirt and begins to splash some of the water onto her butt, kind of washing her butt with the fountain. Now, this area is considered holy ground, and this act is extremely offensive to the locals. So this is like considered holy water. It's blessed water or whatever. It's holy water. It's very sacred to the people around there, and they are literally washing their ass in it. Okay? If it was a regular fountain, I'd be like, gross, you guys are pigs, whatever. But this is a big, giant no-no, okay? You should know better than this. I mean, come on. You know where you're visiting. You should know the significance of where you're at. This is kind of ridiculous. Now, what I've also heard is that since they have had to do a public apology, they actually showed up and apologized in person to all the people of the village, and they are supposed to take part in some kind of a ceremony to get forgiveness from the gods that they have upset. And it must be the same gods that I am upsetting, which is why everything is operating more in the right speaker than in the left speaker today, and it's driving me insane! Absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and get some music for the Vajir holes, because I just can't deal with it anymore. How about some John LeBang? I love playing music from John LeBang. Okay, he's got some great rockin' tunes, man. So how about we rock out with Shockwave? Sounds good. And you are listening to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
attraction touching divine. Capitulating my destiny. Her shockwave hit me. Her shockwave hit me. Her shockwave hit me. Her shockwave hit me. Pleasure grows with pain, and sleepless night of fantasy. Forbidden treasures roll the dice. I didn't count on her electricity striking me. Her shockwave hit me. Her shockwave hit me. Straight up nice and tight. She straddles over me. Magnetic thunder sunrise. Her shockwave hit me. 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 Her shockwave. Her shockwave hit me.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Less commercials, definitely.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Awesome.
All right, once again, we're up against the break. Time to take a short break and pause in the action for station identification. We are closing in pretty quickly here on the end of the show. But don't worry. That's right, don't shed a tear. We'll be back next week, each and every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern. So still coming up, we've got a naked biker and some stolen panties. Were they his panties that were stolen? That's why he's naked? Or is he just naked and stealing panties? Is he stealing panties because he needs them? I don't know. We'll talk about that. As well as do a review of just a few questions. A Superfly on the wall from inside the mothership, which occurred yesterday at 12 noon Eastern, right here on AlienXradio.com, as well as UG Media and Raw Talk Online. And all of our beautiful and wonderful sponsors and affiliates affiliate stations across all over the world that replay and rebroadcast our station, like the fantastic and wonderful WON, the Apple in New York City, New York. Love that station. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? I don't know. Totally lost my train of thought. Oh, that's right. It's time for a short break. That's right. Pausing the action for station identification. So all of that is coming up. Also, a reminder to bands and artists and people who just want to get involved. We are now booking for the 36 hours of Alien Xmas, which will be taking place live for 36 straight hours here on the station and our affiliate stations. It'll be December 7th and 8th. It'll be from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. the following day. Live. The entire time. So contact me, Alien Stone, at alienextraradio.com. We'll be back right after this with more of The Attack. Don't go nowhere.
And now the weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it.
Officials in Iceland mourned the loss of a glacier on Sunday. The ice sheet, nicknamed OK, has been melting, and scientists say it no longer meets the criteria to be classified as a glacier. Officials, helped by children, set up a memorial plaque in west central Iceland. They warned that in the next 200 years, Iceland will lose all of its glaciers unless something's done about climate change. Former Louisiana Governor Kathleen Blanco died Sunday from complications of cancer at the age of 76. From member station WWNO in New Orleans, Jessica Rosegard has more.
Kathleen Babineau Blanco began her career as a teacher before entering politics in Louisiana. She moved through the ranks to become the state's first female governor in 2004. When she took office, she sought to improve education and health care in the state, until 2005 when Hurricane Katrina devastated Louisiana and changed the course of Blanco's governorship. She received intense criticism for her response in the immediate aftermath of the storm, where she was seen as unprepared and overwhelmed. But she is credited with lobbying a Republican-controlled Congress for $4 billion in federal aid, leading the state through its recovery. She did not seek re-election, serving one term as governor. For NPR News, I'm Jessica Rosegard in New Orleans.
In Major League Baseball, New York Mets rookie Pete Alonso has set a National League record. He hit his 40th home run of the year on Sunday. That breaks the National League record for most homers by a rookie in one season. Alonso is also one homer away from setting a Mets franchise record. I'm Corva Coleman, NPR News in Washington.
Support for this NPR podcast comes from Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Family owned, operated, and argued over since 1980. Proud supporter of independent thought, whether that's online, over the air, or in a bottle. More at sierranevada.com.
Ashley's of Westland. The best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at ashleys.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube. I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out? Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
I'm going to make a run for the border, and I'm going to place an order. At the window, I'll get a burrito with sour cream and no tomato. Hey, wait a minute, this is not what I ordered. I should have gone to the place on the corner. At Taco Hut, even late night, they'll get your friggin' order right. So go to Taco Hut tonight.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
Welcome back to the attack, and now we're in what we call the home stretch, folks. The home stretch, that's right. I got you till 12 noon. It's lunchtime around here. It's time for me to eat. You know what I've had today? I had a couple of little waffles that you put in the toaster with some peanut butter on them and some coffee. So maybe that's why I'm dizzy and can't focus. I need to eat something. So it's time for lunch. But you know what? Coming pretty soon, I'm going to have to start packing a lunch because come lunchtime, I'm not going to be able to get out of here right away because I am still preparing, working on, and thinking about how I'm going to make it a little different than it was before. But I'm bringing back the Count Up. Now, the Count Up used to be a top 10 count up show, and I say count up because the best is on the top shelf, so you got to go up to get to the top, so it's count up. And people voted on songs that were to be played every week. I'm going to do something kind of similar, but it's going to be more like a count up about the artists and not the particular songs themselves. So you guys would vote on the artists to be spotlighted, and I would spotlight them in different ways each week. That way, the same song isn't voted on every week, but maybe the same artist is. Maybe 3 or 5 weeks in a row, everybody wants to hear something from Concrete Angels. But rather than me playing the same song every week at the same time every week by Concrete Angels, I will spotlight Concrete Angels every week in a slot where people want them to be spotlighted. Does that sound better? I don't know. Let me know. Alienstone at alienxradio.com. That is how you can give me a message. This is really driving me crazy that my microphone is it's mostly in the right side than the left. It's driving me insane. I can't even handle it. Like, to the point that I might cancel next week's show just to rewire stuff. And that's just a bullshit excuse, by the way. I do want to let you guys know I will be not having a live episode probably next week because next weekend I've got something going on and it's going to be very, very time consuming. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a show. There will definitely not be an Inside the Mothership next week live. So I will put together some kind of a replay for next week. Anyway, that all being said, let's play some more music for your vajir holes. I was supposed to talk about the naked biker, so I'll just go ahead and throw that out real quick. Guy, he's riding this motorcycle around and he's bare-ass naked. When the cops finally catch him, yeah, he's bare-ass naked, but in his possession, I don't know where he was keeping them, he had several pairs of stolen women's underwear. So he's apparently running around bare-ass naked on a motorcycle, stealing women's underwear, clearly not wearing them, and not wearing any of his own. So, motorcycle leaves skid marks. He leaves skid marks on the motorcycle, but none in his underwear because he wasn't wearing any. That was weak. Let's go ahead and get to some more music for the vajir holes. I have none picked out, so we're going to do what's called the Alien Stone Random Grab. That means I wasn't paying attention. So I opened up the Alien X Radio Artist folder for 2019, and I move everything around, stop, and move over and grab something. And we're going to hear a tune called Face to Face by a band called Downfall 2012 on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Stick around, because Just a Few Questions is on the way.
is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, folks. Welcome back to the Attack. Here we are at the end of the broadcast. And it is my duty and privilege to inform you that this portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Lube, located at www.igorslube.com. Igor introduces the final ingredient for love. It's Igor's Lube. From squeaky hinges and dry, flaky elbows to naked games of Twister and doing it, everything is smoother with Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook. That's Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow at igorslube.com. That's www.igorslube.com. Now, we have a show on the station called Inside the Mothership. It airs live at 12 noon Eastern Sundays here on Alien X Radio, UG Media, and Raw Talk Online. It then rebroadcasts all over the world on our affiliate stations like WON, the Apple, and 24/7 The Stream. That'd be New York and over in Chicago, and then all around the world at many other stations. Well, this is a segment called Just a Few Questions that airs during that show, and we do a review of it here at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. My co-host D-Unit, he always answers these questions, and I always come up with some crazy questions each and every week. This episode is called A Superfly on the Wall. So let's get to just a few questions from inside the mothership on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Just a few questions.
All right. Are you ready to answer just a few questions? Are you scared? Don't be scared.
I'm not scared.
Don't be scared.
Not.
Bring it. All right. So, here we go. Question number one.
Question number one.
Question number one. So, while you were out shopping for a new thong and some bedazzling supplies, you run into Jeff Goldblum.
Stop. Time out.
He's like, stop, time out. That wouldn't happen.
Right.
That's why this is just a few questions.
All right.
It's all fake. Okay, while you were out shopping for a brand new guitar.
No, that's fine. We can do the thong and bedazzle thing. That's fine.
Thong and bedazzling
All right,
supplies.
so.
Okay, you run into Jeff Goldblum, who is out riding his bike. Apparently, he is in town for a movie and likes to ride his bike out and about when he's not on the set. The two of you decide to go to a club for a few drinks and see a local rock show. You and Jeff get hammered for the next 5 hours while you rock out to Black Heron Influence, Concrete Angel, Spiral Crush, and Vicariant.
That'd be a hell of a show.
After putting your faces back on, as that show would be amazing and certainly rock your faces off, the last thing you remember was the owner letting the two of you out the back door at 3 a.m. After that, everything went black. When you woke, you found yourself naked and locked inside a strange egg-shaped pod. You began pounding on the window and shouting. Jeff walks into view wearing a lab coat. A look of anger falls over your face, and you begin punching the window. Jeff says, "Calm down. Yes, you are naked. But no, we didn't do any butt stuff." So you calm down immediately. Take a deep breath and ask, "So what's up, Jeff?" He picks up a small jar and walks over to the window. This is a common housefly. So small and unimportant to you or me, but proportionately, they have far more strength than any human could ever have. What we are going to do is take all of the strength and genetic benefits from this housefly and infuse it with your DNA. With that, he placed the jar in a small pod on his desk next to his computer. What do you say next? A, hey Jeff, what happened to the Michaels bag with my new thong and pack of rhinestones? B, sounds great, Jeff, but I just woke up. Can I take a piss, get a cup of coffee, and deal with this morning boner first? C, are you sure we didn't do any butt stuff? Come on, be honest with me. And go. Remember, there is a wild card answer.
I'm going to go with B.
You're going to go with B? Yep. Sounds great, Jeff, but I just woke up. Can I take a piss, get a cup of coffee, and deal with this morning boner first? That sounds about...
It sounds about every day.
That's the most reasonable one, I think.
Yeah.
The wild card answer you did not choose was, okay, but be careful. I don't think you want to start... he says, okay, but be careful. I don't think I want to start puking on my food before eating it, Jeff. Yes. Bonus question is, what other fly features besides strength and flying would be helpful to humans?
I would say probably they're seeing.
Yeah.
You know, because they
can see pretty good.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Right. And me being blind and stuff.
With like hundreds of eyes or something?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it was, but I know they kind of... I don't know if you want to call it their peripheral.
Yeah.
Because you ever know when you try to kill a fly from...
Oh, it's almost...
They know it.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
Yeah.
So...
Question number 2.
Question number 2! Number 2 is, well, after unsuccessfully trying to talk Jeff out of splicing you with a fly, he flips the switch and the lights in the room dim. A low humming sound begins to grow. A few snaps of electricity and you begin to feel very strange. Just then, everything goes black again. When you wake up, you are in a circular glass room with a steel ceiling. You cannot see any way out. And that's when you realize that you can see the entire room in all directions at the same time. Then a giant Jeff Goldblum face appears on the other side looking at you and says, I hope you can forgive me. I had the wires crossed, and instead of transferring the fly's best abilities into you, I transferred your best abilities into the fly. That's when you realize the large glass room with the steel ceiling is actually the jar, and you are now a housefly. Now let's see what parts of you is the fly and what parts of you is you. We know you are small. Wait. We know you are small and can see in all directions. So what other fly powers do you have? You fly up to the lids to the jar's lid. Okay, you can fly. You knock the lid right off the top of the jar with ease. So you have a human strength, but in a fly package. Now that you are out of your prison, how do you punish Jeff? A, well, since you can move like a fly and still hit like a man, you begin kicking his ass all over the lab. B, you fly into the sewers and find some rat droppings. You land on it, as flies do, and then fly back to Jeff's house, landing on his potato salad, and bam! Just like that, he's got the plague. Or C, they say living well is the best revenge, so you join a funk group as the world's first insect bass player known as Superfly. And go.
I'm going with C.
You're going with C. You're going to be Superfly.
I'm going to be Superfly.
So you're going to be a funk bass player. You got to get this little itty bitty. You got to get this little itty bitty bass. Can you find a bass small enough?
I'll build one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess you could. Little fly bass, super fly bass.
Fly bass.
Sweet.
Like a flying V bass.
All right. And the wild card answer you did not choose. Wait until he gets into bed and then start flying around the room until he gets up. Then hide and repeat until dawn.
Okay, I want to go with that wild card answer.
Damn flies, I'm trying to sleep. Bonus question is, would you say it's possible that after all these years of fast living, as a fly, you just might be immune to raid?
I would say yeah.
They might like, shh, there, I'll kill him, and you'd be like, whoa, yeah, I'm super fly. Give me some more. I want another hit of that. Whoa. No? Maybe?
I smoke at the raid for breakfast, man. You know?
Question number 3.
Question number three is, so, it looks like you will be spending the rest of your life as the world's coolest housefly. Luckily, you kept a human's lifespan. So aside from being the greatest insect bass player, yet being able to be crushed by a fly swatter, what are some of the pros and cons to being a housefly hybrid? A, you can sit in on private conversations as a fly on the wall, but you have to dissolve your food with acid vomit before sucking it up. B, you can sit in on girls changing in the locker room as a fly on the wall, but you have a fly's dick, so what's the point? C, you can fly free in any direction you choose, but you know that someday you'll end up residing in the aromatic aroma of a bag lady living behind a dumpster at the Pack and Save downtown. And go.
I'm going to go with B.
You're going to go with B. So, yeah, you're going to check out the chicks, but you can't do anything about it because you got a fly's dick.
It's okay.
It's okay, man.
It's okay, man.
You got a fly's dick.
Don't
The wild card answer you did not choose. Sure, you can see in all directions. Fly. Have your full... Wait, did I call this something? No, that's something else. Okay. Sure, you can see in all directions. Fly. Have your full lifespan and strength. You could travel the world as an insect bassist and digest your food before eating it, eliminating the possibility of getting heartburn. But raid kills bugs, oh yes it can. But if the spray don't kill them, you can smash them with the can. Anyway, your cheap shot question. This is a new thing. Like I haven't hit you with a couple cheap shots already, right?
Right.
Your cheap shot question is...
We're calling it a cheap shot question.
It's the cheap shot question. Because it's not really a question. It's just kind of a cheap shot. If the fly got all of the good stuff, think about the other pod. That poor creature can't fly, can't see in all directions. It's the size of a human with the strength of a fly, and it clearly can't play bass guitar at all. So what can it do? You know, besides answer just a few questions. Oh!
This will be my last time here at Inside Mothership. I will be retiring after today.
It would be the Danny DeVito character.
The Danny DeVito.
The Danny DeVito character.
From Twins?
For Twins, right. So you got all the good stuff, and then all the stuff got left behind in the other one. But he looks like you now.
Right.
He's the fly inside you, and you are you inside the Superfly. Anyway, that has been just a few questions.
That's terrible. We're having the lightning crashes.
Oh, we got to do... That's right. That's on another page. See, it keeps throwing me off when I don't have it on the same page.
What is wrong?
So, it's time for Lightning Strikes. True or false? Jeff Goldblum played an alien in a 1989 romantic comedy.
True.
The title of that movie was Earth Girls Are Easy or My Space Guy.
Earth Girls Are Easy.
True or false? Jeff Goldblum played Mahoney in Police Academy.
False.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. You are correct.
Dude, come on.
No, I fat fingered it and hit the wrong button. What alien attack movie am I referring to? It's starring DJ Jazzy Jeff Goldblum and the Fresh Prince.
Independence Day.
That is correct, sir. Alice in Chains album relevant to today's questions.
Dinosaurs put us
2, 1. Jar of Flies.
Oh yeah, I forgot jar of flies.
More attractive to flies, mouse poop or dog poop?
I'm gonna go dog poop. I don't know why. I'm just guessing.
Dead fish or old fruit?
Old fruit.
Either one would have been fine. A festering sewer or Courtney loves vagina?
Courtney loves vagina.
Good answer. Good answer. Who was Jeff Goldblum's female co-star in The Fly?
Oh, it was Louise. Your name's right here.
Gina Davis. Yes! All right, so what other movie has Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis done together? There's 2 of them. I'll take either one.
There was The Fly.
Mm-hmm.
They did 2 other ones?
They did 2 other movies together.
Really?
There's a few other things they did together, I'll tell you that.
Well, weren't they married?
We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
We're over time.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh, yeah.
And Transylvania 65000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis are ex-husband and wife or good friends and co-owners of Apartments.com?
Ex-husband and wife.
My mouse died. There we go. Change your apartment, change the world, or change your apartment, get rid of bed bugs.
Change your apartment, get rid of bed.
Get rid of bed bugs? So that's the slogan? Change your apartment, get rid of bed bugs?
There you go.
That's the ghetto version of Apartments.com. That's duplexes.com. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us here inside the mothership. I'm Bailey Stone.
I'm T-Unit.
Until next time, peace.
See ya.
All right, this is Alien Stone. I want to thank you all for joining me this week on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Until next week, this is Alien Stone saying peace.